Hey guys, I'm Masego Thole. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. Today we'll be talking about education and the importance of it, because it seems like nowadays education is not in trend anymore, and I don't really believe that it's a trend thing. I don't think it was a trend in the past, but it is dying down. A lot of people, I've come to realize, don't feel that education is important anymore, which is scary. It is very scary. I do understand that this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people, and you may have your own opinion on it, and I do understand that you can become successful in the world, especially in today's world, without furthering your education. Now, there's a difference between furthering your education and just education. So furthering your education is another topic which I will touch on later on, but for now I'm talking about education in its entirety. Okay, you don't just find education in one space. We need to be lifelong learners. Even when you do have your qualification, if you have studied further, you don't just stop there. You have to be a lifelong learner. Learn in every single part of your life. Okay, I'm touching on this topic because living in South Africa, okay, the unemployment rate here is wild, and it's become worse now because of the pandemic that's going on. A lot of people have been laid off, and it's a lot, and it's very scary. It is extremely scary. I am trying to put out there the importance of education, and that you don't have to wait for someone to employ you to become successful. Education comes with relevance, studying the relevant things, looking into the market, looking at the point that we are in right now and the future where we're heading. And it's very important that before you choose a career, subjects in school, that's also very important, which is scary, the fact that you have to choose the right subjects in high school, in grade 9 for grade 10, and that is your life, bro. Okay, that is a lot. Hopefully you go to a school where they allow you to not pick subjects that are related to one another. So if you're doing science, then you have to do science things, and if you're doing commerce, then you have to do commerce things, and then you have your history, and then the different categories that place you, because sometimes you might get it wrong, or you might be interested in a lot of things, but you can't just decide, I feel, unless for a fact 100% you know exactly what you want to do. Like for me, for instance, I did only commerce, and because I knew for a fact that I'm going to be studying accounting sciences, and I've never had anything else. I'll never have anything else. But at the same time, I am a lifelong learner. Even with my accounting, I love learning different things. So I can dabble in different careers, in different fields, but even with my commerce, okay, that's because I do not mind learning. I love learning. I love education. I just love knowing stuff. So I learn for fun. So you have to learn for seriousness and also for fun. So this video in no way is to judge anyone, okay? If you are in your own path and you feel that it is the right path for you, by all means, that is your life. Do you, okay? But we have to touch on these things because TV sometimes also SABC1 is different. Okay, I've noticed that it shows programs on TV that are so good, like Ispani. What is the other one? Do they do rands and cents anymore? I don't know. They used to back in the day, but now there's another program which I forgot. It plays on SABC 1, but they play so late at night. And I'll be watching them and I'm like, yo, this is dope content, but who is supposed to be watching this at this hour? It's so late. But that's just that part of the TV, you know. I'm not talking about Mindset Learn, which we love. If you're not on Mindset Learn, then what are you doing with your life, girl, boy? Okay, except obviously if you don't have DSTV, then that sucks. I feel like maybe they should be in partnership or something. I don't know, but you know, we love a good Mindset Learn. And back in the day, I remember they used to have programs on like what Mindset Learn has, when it shows you, when it touches on different subjects. They used to have that on SABC, I think 3. But they don't have that anymore, which is weird. I feel like some things you shouldn't take away because they are very important. I do appreciate TV programs that we have on SABC 1 that play at night, which should play earlier on when people are awake, especially when people are going to school or work the next day. But the rest of TV is rubbish. Okay, it is rubbish. TV is rubbish. I don't even know what is happening there. It is not it. It is not it at all. I can go on and on about how much I don't like TV. If you guys watch TV, think about what you're watching. Like, what are you watching? Is it relevant? Is it just entertainment? And how long are you going to keep entertaining yourself with things like that? Okay, I don't know, but that's another topic for another day. For now, we're talking about education. I haven't even started the video. Oh my gosh. The 5 very important reasons why we need education. I don't feel like there's any reason for you not to be in school. Now, university is something different, but even with that, you know, if you do really well, you can get a bursary if your parents can't afford to put you through school. You can get NSFAS, you can apply for funding, and if you don't qualify for that, you can always get a bank loan. Be in school, you know, do your thing, and when you're done, you can pay everything back when you're good, you know. But in terms of high school and primary, you get free education actually in government school, which I love. You know, there's no reason, like I said, not to go to school when you are, especially in grade school. I saw somewhere that apparently in the UK and then in the US, the number one job that kids want now, like when you ask a 12-year-old, what do you want to do when you grow up? They want to be a YouTuber. What? Which, I mean, I don't mind at all, but I feel that you need to have some sort of backup, okay? It is great to be on here when you know that you have a fallback, okay? When you know that you have an option to be on here, when you know that, you know, if this platform just dissolves out of nowhere, then you're still good, you know. Before being a YouTuber was a thing, I know a lot of people wanted to be musicians, they wanted to be actors, you know, which is great. We are all talented in many ways, and that is what I love about being a human. That is what I love about being young. You can just dabble everywhere and you just find your thing, okay? But it is also very important to understand that there is space, there is more than enough space, but at the end of the day, we can't all be in entertainment. That is just the facts, okay? And you see it now in the pandemic, you know. Entertainment is great because we're at home, okay? We need something to ease off our minds, to relax, to escape. But in reality, things like hospitals, for instance, we need that now more than ever. Well, we've always needed hospitals. We've always needed hospitals. That is something that will never ever go away. That is a field that has always been there, will always be there. It's just very relevant. It's great to be on here. It's great to be in the entertainment industry, and I love creativity to the core. If you are on here 100% of the way, you still need to educate yourself at the same time. That's my point. You can't run away from knowledge. Wherever you go, you are gonna need it. Even with YouTube, you need to do some research. If you're gonna go into the music industry, you need to know the laws that are applicable and that you need to know, so that they don't rob you of your money, so that you don't sign contracts that you shouldn't be signing, okay? That you don't fall into a trap that you shouldn't be in any case, okay? So you just need to understand stuff, and it just goes with educating yourself. And sometimes you don't realize that what you are learning out of curiosity might be something that you may need in future. It's almost always the case, you get information in one area and then later on you use it, which is, I feel it's a win, it's a win-win. The importance of education. Number one, it eradicates poverty. We are currently sitting on, the last time I checked, I should probably get my facts right for this video, but we were sitting on 30.1% unemployment rate. That is now in the pandemic. Before that, I'm talking about last year, and then we were sitting on 29.1%. We've increased by 1%, which we were still, in any case, in trouble. Okay, we are in trouble. Having an education in terms of following a specific career path, it helps eradicate poverty, okay? Not only for yourself, but for your community. Not only just for your community, but for the country, all right? It is a financial burden if the government, which I am for, at the moment, the fact that, we have these relief funds to help out, great, but in the long run, I'm talking about 5-10 years from now, even more, okay, it is very important to be financially stable. And like I said, a lot of times people are against education, but you increase your chances by a ton, okay, a lot, getting an education. You get a job, okay, and even if you don't get a job, you create jobs. How about that? Okay, you can become an entrepreneur. You can start up your own business and employ people. You are creating jobs. You are bettering people's lives. You are bettering the economy. You are just doing well. You're succeeding. Okay, we love that. We love to see it. The second part about having an education is that it allows you to see things in a different angle and have an opinion and a stand in the world. Okay, so a lot of times we are shoved with information. We are shoved with a way of thinking when it's really not the case, okay? We end up discriminating people because we don't understand them. We don't understand their ways. We don't understand their background. And so education helps us to mind the gap, to bridge that gap between not knowing or not understanding people based off of how it was perceived maybe in the media. Having an education allows you to do your own research, to learn on your own time, at your own pace, and to understand how things are. It is very important. It is very important. I mean, obviously, as you can tell, the world that we are in right now, it is hectic. It's been hectic, but now it's become even more evident, and it's kind of scary. It's very scary, actually, being in 2020 and still being so far. We are so far. We are so far from where we need to be. And I feel that, when we push a narrative, when we push a discussion on the relevant things that we need to be talking about, change will be made a lot sooner rather than later. Okay, those music channels that you watch on TV with the bums shaking every single day, that is something that is shoved down our throat. Okay, we have become a society of people who take in materialism, things that just, they just fade away, things that are superficial. Those things are shoved down our throats, man. And we end up not even realizing it and going with the flow and not even having an opinion on some things because we don't really know what our opinions are, because we don't take the time to educate ourselves. Okay, when you know better, you do better. So the more you know, the better you do. Okay, that's just it. Know more, do better. And we are growing ourselves mentally, spiritually, in all spheres. We are just growing, and we love to grow. Also, education, it helps you communicate well and have comprehension skills. Now, this is not always the case for everyone, even though we do learn this in school. Some people are just very ignorant like that. But when you pay careful attention the way you should, you will understand that, education allows you to, like I said, having an opinion because of the knowledge that you have gained, but also to communicate that opinion. Okay, a lot of times we don't listen, we're just quick to talk, but we don't fully take in information that we're being given, and we don't comprehend it the way we should. Okay, education helps you to understand things more and to comprehend the ways of the world in a more clearer way, and have an understanding and be more intentional with how you live your life. Now, in the previous video, I did touch base on this, and it is facing challenges. Okay, having to learn something new is a lot, and it takes a lot of effort. And most of the time we like the easy way out. So having to learn something, it's just like learning a new language. You have to stick by it, you have to be persistent, you have to be patient, and that is the same way with education, learning something. A lot of times people drop out, and I know you may have many reasons. And for me, I would feel that facing a challenge is not it's very justifiable. You could explain, you could justify, your point across. But for me, finding a topic, a module, a subject, finding that challenging is not enough reason to drop out. It is not, okay? It is very important to learn to follow things through. This is very important for life, going into life. We are living right now. School is just the studying aspect of it, as much as it is a lot. But in reality, life is a lot, okay? Life is challenging. Life has its challenges, and you need to learn how to adapt. You need to learn how to overcome challenges. Pace yourself, honestly. It doesn't have to be. That's why you shouldn't be looking at other people, what they're doing, because it's very distracting. We all are in our own race. We all started out differently. First of all, we did not all start at the same point, so it is not very realistic to compare yourself to other people. Now, that is very different from inspiration. It is very important not to dwell in your suffering, but to watch other people who are doing great. Maybe people who, were not doing so great, but then they have followed through and they are now, they have overcome. That is very important to find inspiration, but it is not going to happen the very same way and at the very same time. You need to pace yourself. You need to have your own goals, set your own time frame on when you need to finish off something, okay, challenge yourself, and not against benchmarks or how other people are doing it. You are your own benchmark, okay? Set your own goals, pace yourself, and follow through on it. It is very important in life because it teaches you to have character, okay? It teaches you to be strong. We face many challenges. Life has a lot of challenges, and giving up on school, you know, that is just one aspect. When it comes to other things in life, you wouldn't want to give up, you know. Some things depend on, you know, it's a life or not type of thing, okay? So it is important to also, you need to realize, like I said before, you know, we go through challenges and we feel that we are the only ones because nobody talks about their struggles. People only talk about their achievements. People only show Instagram, for instance, you know. People show the great stuff, you know. They won't show you the challenge of being in school and waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning to study. They do not show that bad test. They do not show themselves crying because of whatever reason, maybe a heartbreak, maybe a family member, a close friend passed away. People don't show that, okay? And they only show the success. And the success is great, honey, because trust me, the success will come. But as much as the success will come, there will also come challenges, and it is inevitable, okay? Some things are just inevitable. You can't ignore them. You can't hide away from them. They're just gonna happen. They will find you some way or another. Even if you try to, disregard it in this area, it will come about in another area. And it is important to learn to face your problems and to overcome them your own pace, okay? And number 5, education helps you have a sense of purpose and direction. Did you guys just hear that? Purpose and direction. That speaks to my soul right there. I love purpose. I love purpose. I love seeing people live a purposeful life. What? Have you seen someone passionate about something? It's incredible. It's beautiful. It is great. Like, give me some more. Yes, honey, thrive some more. I love it. Okay, so having purpose and direction is very, very, very important. It is very important. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, when you know what your purpose is in life, everything becomes so much easy. Not to say that there won't be any challenges. There's always challenges. Like I said, they are inevitable, but it's almost as if they become tolerable, you know, because you know your place, you know who you are, you know why you're here. Okay, it is very important to understand why you are here. Now, sometimes it takes a bit of time to get it. That's why I encourage people to try different things. If you're in school, don't just be in school, okay? That is not it. That's not it at all. You even see it when you go in for a job interview. Cool, you know, great, you know, you got these grades, you're an A student, but what is it about you? What else do you have? Because everyone else here who is in for a job interview, they passed the subject, you know, they're good, you know, they've got good grades. But seriously, what is it about you that stands out? You know, what is it that will make a difference in our organization? You know, what is it about you? And it is very important to understand that. If there's anything that you need to probably take away from this whole video, it is this point right here, okay? Like I said, it may take a bit of time, but you need to dabble in some things. You need to find your thing. Okay, you might be good in life sciences, for instance. You might be good in running. You know, you may be good in woodwork. I love woodwork, by the way. Oh my gosh, I love woodwork. I wish I could go to school for that. Like I said, be a lifelong learner. Dabble in a lot of things, okay? Things don't always have to be about money, okay? You don't have to pay to know things, you know? We have YouTube. You guys. This is like a great platform of knowing things, okay? Maybe not very practical wise, because you now have to find equipment and do stuff if you're going to be doing like handiwork or stuff like that, creative stuff. The majority of it, you know, you don't always have to pay money to know things, okay? You can go in for what do we call it, job shadowing. Yes, you understand that you can actually go in somewhere and work for them even though they don't pay you, which sucks. I know it sucks a lot, but sometimes you need to think of it beyond just, you know, money. Sometimes I know it's hard, like how am I gonna get there, bro? Seriously, you know, you can probably like borrow some few rands. If you have some few rands, then great, you know, then just go. If it's by around your corner, then cool. But you know, you need to look at the people around you who are doing things that, you know, maybe it's a career for them, you know, it's a livelihood for them, you know. I know my mom always tells me about like upholstery. We love upholstery, by the way. If I were to find someone who knows how to, you know, do upholstery, I would work for them for free, okay? You know, I obviously won't just go there and be like, hey, can I work for you for free? No, I'd be like, hey, can I help you out? And then, you know, assuming that I'm going to be paid and maybe asking to be paid. But if not, if they say that, no, we're not looking, you know, to hire anyone for now, I'm like, okay, no, it's fine. You don't have to pay me. I can work for free because I know that I'm learning a skill, okay? So you're teaching me, I'm giving you my service in terms of helping you out, and you're giving me knowledge, and we love knowledge. Hashtag we love that knowledge. Okay, give me that knowledge. You know, take on that job, you know, that, you know, it doesn't have to be much. You know, you can, maybe you're good at gardening. How would you know if you don't try? Okay, go in your backyard, you know, plant some seeds, some vegetables, especially, okay, now more than ever, okay, you actually should be thinking of buying less, okay, and especially things that you can do for yourself, like fresh food, for instance. If you're gonna be buying spinach, why are you doing that? You know, you've got a backyard. That's if you've got a backyard, guys. It's all in the things we have. Not everything has to be extraordinary or have like a whole plot of field, okay? It's in the backyard. It's in the what you have. It's in the cupboard. It's in the closet. It's in the everything that you already have. It's in that. You just have to have an eye for opportunity. You know, don't just look at things for oh, okay, oh, we have that, oh, okay. No, look at it and be like, oh, I've got that. Now, how can I make money off of it? So, for instance, I'm on YouTube right now. Do I have a camera? No, I do not. Okay, and by camera, I mean, obviously I'm using a camera right now, but I'm talking about a professional DSLR camera, which I would love. Oh my gosh, I would love to have that someday. I'm putting it out into the universe. I'm gonna have it someday, okay? Very soon, hopefully. Okay, no, that's a lie. Where am I gonna get it from? But, you know, I am gonna get it someday, and I'm putting it into the universe, okay? I'm gonna get myself a DSLR professional camera. In the meantime, because I don't have it, I'm not just sitting by and be like, oh, you know, I want to do YouTube, but I don't have a camera. Now, what do? I take my phone, I put it there, and I make a video. It's good enough. I feel like the quality of this thing is good. You know, it does it for me. It's fine. You know, until we get better, we use what we have. Literally anything. You know, look around your house. Look in your bedroom even. What do you have there that you can use as a business opportunity. Now, you might enjoy making music. Now, what about music? Tap into that, you know? Sometimes it's like we all enjoy music. Music is cool, it's dope, we love it. But you could have a skill of making music and you wouldn't even know it because you're not even trying. There's actually a song by Coldplay. Wait, what does it say? You wouldn't know if you don't try. Wait, what does it say? Oh, I sing it all the time, and right now it just went right out of my mind. I actually forgot that song. I forgot what it says, but it says, "You will never know what you know unless you try." I'll find the exact song and put it right here. Put it right here. But yes, it all comes down to not trying. Literally with anything. How do you know if you are, a great actor, actress, if you don't try? How do you know if you are not a good cook if you don't try? Baking if you don't try? How do you know if you're not great at washing cars if you don't try? Okay? Cleaning, anything, I don't know. Like, my thing is, whatever that you do, you need to put passion into it. And that's it. With passion comes great result. Now, it might not be perfect, but with passion, honey, it is better than good. Okay, it will always come out. It will show. Something that is done without passion. I mean, you see it in the store, you see it where there's, I would say, service. Any job where there's service, where someone has to service you and offer their help to you. And if they're not having a good day, honey, everything lacks. There's no passion in it. There's just not. And I'm not coming back, honey. Okay, I'm not coming back to spend my money in a place where I'm not wanted. I'll go somewhere else where someone, welcomes me with a smile, and I'm like, okay, honey, let's spend some money in here. Okay, responsibly, because recession vibes. Hashtag. Okay. But you know what I'm saying. It's even with a project. I mean, if someone comes up to you and they don't have funds, but you can just see in their eyes and just how they carry themselves that this person has done a lot of research in this specific industry. They are so passionate, they really want this to the core, they just don't have the funds. Tell me you're not going to support that. That's if you have something to offer. I'm not saying that you throw in 100% of the money, but if they're like getting donations, tell me you're not going to support that. You will support that because it's beautiful to see, someone who really wants something, someone who understands what they're doing, someone who knows what they want and where they're going. It's not even about paying me back. It's just me putting my money in a worthy cause. And that's great, So do what you do with love. Everything that you do, washing dishes, do that with love. Like I said, that previous point, following through, it builds character. It might be in a specific area, an insignificant area, but you don't realize that you learn from different things. You don't just learn in one aspect. You learn in aggregation, it's in the small things. And then later on, when the big things reveal themselves, you're ready. Okay, you already have that work ethic. You already have that mindset that I'm a winner. You are humble, because that, life is about, sharing. It's about creating. It's about having blessings and blessing other people as well. So that comes with education, you guys. Be purposeful in what you do. When you learn with intention, and don't just learn because you are trying to achieve a specific goal. A lot of the times that is the case, but also use your time to learn for the sake of learning and just understanding our world and relating to other people better. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. We are connected in some way or another. You go outside, humans, okay? is humans everywhere. So it is very important to learn how to live with one another and share with one another, use what we have and help grow other people as well. People with a passion, people who understand. And if you find someone who doesn't know exactly what they want, you know, they are demotivated, you know, share with them, give them this video and, you know, help save a life, help save a future. Okay. Alrighty guys, it's been great. I will check you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.